Hi, my name is Reina and welcome to my kitchen. Today we're going to make vegetable lumpia. It's basically a Filipino version of an egg roll, so it's a lot of fresh vegetables, and most of the time we add meat because that's what Filipinos do. They add meat to everything. So we're gonna veganize the vegetable lumpia. We're going to be adding some meat substitute, and we're gonna add a ton of veggies. The carrots, jicama, we have bean sprouts, green beans, but you can really use whatever vegetables you like. So the first thing we're gonna do is chop up a lot of vegetables. Let's start with our garlic. I'm just gonna dice it. You can add as much or as little garlic as you want. And then we're gonna add our onions. I'm just using half an onion here. I use 1 clove of garlic. You can use more, this is your recipe. But I'm gonna use the vegetables that my mom uses because that's our tradition in our family. In the Philippines, we have a trinity of spices, and our trinity is the garlic, the onion, and the tomato. I know in some countries they have a different trinity of veggies, and for us, it's these 3. Green beans. So my mom used to always cut it in a diagonal, which is like really strange to me. And then I have the jicama. Guys, this is like so hard to cut and to peel, so please be careful. You can add as much or as little as you want. I'm just using just a little bit, Okay, so we're just gonna peel it, right? And we're gonna cut it into matchsticks like this. See? I also have some shredded carrots right here. You can shred them yourself, but I mean, who's got time for that? No one. So we're gonna fry the beef first. You can get this in all major supermarkets nowadays. Just gonna brown the meat like we would do in a regular recipe. I'm gonna convince everyone to be vegan, including you, by the way. See, you can do this way in advance, freeze them, and then just break it out. You have guests coming over. Oh, let's fry some lumpia. And you're gonna look so good. You're like a professional. Next up, we're gonna add our garlic, add our onion, tomato. Probably add the carrots now. The last ingredient that we'll add to this is the green sprouts. This really don't need to be cooked, just need to be heated up a bit. Okay. I'm gonna add some salt, a little bit, some pepper. Okay. And we're gonna add this mushroom bouillon. My mom usually adds chicken bouillon. This is how she flavors it. So I use the mushroom bouillon. Then we add our bean sprouts. I love this. I could just eat this by itself. And lastly, the jicama. There you go. 1 more minute, and this thing is all done. So we cooled down our meat mixture with the vegetables, and we're gonna wrap them in flour and water wrappers. You can get these anywhere, guys, anywhere. Even the main supermarkets will have this. But if you can't find it, you can go to an Asian store. They'll have it different sizes. But just make sure you look in the back of the package that it doesn't have any eggs or milk in it. Usually it's only made with flour and water. So this is what they look like right here. So now we're gonna start wrapping. Okay, so I have some flour here. And all I'm gonna do is add enough water, okay? It's different for every kind of flour you use too, so I really don't have an exact measurement. But what you're looking for is kind of a glue or paste consistency. And I'm using flour and water because if you use just water, which a lot of people do, when you fry your egg rolls or your lumpias, they just break in the oil, right? So what you do is when you add a little bit of flour in the water, it creates this paste that will seal it really well. So you take your wrapper and put it in a diagonal like this, You're gonna add about a heaping tablespoon of the mixture right here in the corner. Okay. Then you're going to fold it over. Then you're gonna tuck it back. And you're gonna roll it to the center. And then you're going to fold it, okay? Fold it, and then roll again. Then at the very end, we're going to put some of that paste that we made and finish it off. So, there you go. So this is kind of like a family affair, right? When my mom makes it, when she starts making it, we already know that this is part of our job. So we have to sit around the table, she has her stuff, and then we start rolling. But usually it's like my aunts will be there, our family members. Like, I hated doing it, so she wouldn't force us. Also, remember when you're rolling it, make it really tight, because once you fry this in the oil, you don't want all that oil to go inside. And then when you take a bite, you'll have like a splash of oil coming out of your mouth. It's not pretty, guys. So just make sure it's really tight so the oil doesn't seep in while you fry, and you should be good to go. See? So I already preheated the oil to 350, so medium low, okay? Because we don't want to burn these things. We're not really cooking this, it's already all pre-cooked, so you're cooking only the wrapper. Okay, so it should take very, very quick, just until they're golden brown. Yeah. If you are gluten-free, you can use rice paper, but you know, it's not gonna be the same, but definitely an option for you. So see how it browns really quickly? See how beautiful that looks? It's like a brown, golden goodness. Now, I'm gonna take these out, and the way I drain it here on the strainer is I'm gonna drain it standing up, because you want that oil or whatever that's seeped in there to drain out of it as much as possible. So while this is cooling, we're gonna make 3 different sauces for you. So right now I'm gonna chop some garlic. This is for the first sauce. This is the traditional sauce that everybody in the Philippines uses, okay? So we're gonna add the garlic in there, okay? Then we're gonna add some white vinegar. You can use any white vinegar that you like, okay? So that's the first sauce. The second sauce is some soy sauce. My family uses this sauce. Very simple. And then white vinegar. You can also add some lime juice or lemon juice if you like. It's the second one. And then my personal favorite that everybody should do is the sambal and the white vinegar. I could eat like a whole bowl of lumpia just with this sauce. So good. So guys, this is the vegetable lumpia that my mom makes with vinegar and sambal that I love to eat it with. Make this at home. Your friends are gonna be very impressed. They're gonna think you'll be in that kitchen for hours. Mmm. So good. Mmm. So nostalgic, guys. This is something I made that impresses my friends. I even serve it at the restaurant. Make it, you will not regret it. It's so good. Thanks for watching. Bye.